saw a piece of artwork that had a founding father that was falling off the canvas, and behind it revealed a black woman. And I came to realize that it was a slave named Sally Hemings who has been used to drag Thomas Jefferson's name through the mud with allegations of having sexual relations with her, even though none of the timeline makes sense because he would have been about 60 years old and bedridden when she was pregnant. There is no actual proof that he had relations with her, but the left love to make this claim. This reminds me how they want to replace Western culture and appropriate it. They do this all the time. Last year, I remember there was an artist, Harmonia Racializes, who claimed fame by replacing white men in classic artwork with black women. She made headlines last year for her reinterpretation of Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam with black women embodying roles of God, Adam, and other characters. She said, "I wanted to take a significant painting, a widely recognized painting that subconsciously or consciously conditions us to see white male figures as powerful and authoritative, and flip the script, establish a counter-narrative. White figures are a staple in classical art featured in major museums. They are the masters of masterpieces. Why should that continue?" Harmonia says that the idea of God being a black woman is perfectly logical. They are obsessed with replacing white males in everything, including artwork. There is no originality to create their own masterpieces. I mean, how is this not cultural appropriation? Renaissance art reflects a particular place in history and geography. It is Western culture, and black people can create their own section of history and art. They can have their own Renaissance instead of trying to replace Western Renaissance. I don't understand why they can't create what embodies their culture and their world and create masterpieces of their own. They are obsessed with stripping down Western culture at the same time telling us we don't have a culture. The New York Post says, "So what makes Raciales' black goddesses so offensive to these detractors? Easy, racism." Obama's portrait artist also has been taking classical paintings from the Renaissance and reinterpreting it with black women. Not only were they replacing this traditional Western artwork that was meant to be about female empowerment, but they made it a racial issue, and the artist has even been quoted to saying that it represents Kill Whitey. Kennedy Wiley also takes other classical European portraits and reinterprets it with black urban youth. He did Napoleon Bonaparte's portrait. It seems like they just want to egg the divide between races more and more. I mean, could you imagine if we took a classical African piece and wanted to make it white? They would cry colonialism. They would cry cultural appropriation. I mean, we can't even appreciate. Don't you remember cultural appreciation? When I was in grade school, that's what we had. We appreciated all other cultures and we embraced them and we dressed up as them. We did their artwork. We did crafting with that. And nowadays, you can't do that. It's considered appropriation and bad. However, they have no problem replacing white culture and telling us that we don't have culture. If you want to see more from me and the rest of the Rebel team, like and subscribe.